So hello everyone, in this video we'll be understanding about switch statement in JavaScript. So let's understand them. So the switch case statement is an alternative to the if else if statement, because when we have many else if statement and we want many condition to check, at that time it is very hard to use if else if repeatedly. So to solve that issue or to check multiple conditions and execute some task, at that time we'll be using the switch case statement when it is larger if else statement. I'll show you the example. The switch case statement tests a variable or expression against a series of values until it finds a match. So we can basically check one expression or one variable. We can test that variable to multiple values. For example, we have age. If age is equals to, let's say, 15, then at that time what we want, at 18 what we want, at 25 what we want. Similarly, we can do multiple checks in switch case statement, or we can check multiple cases for that variable, and then if that matches, then we can execute a block of code corresponding to that match. So you can see its syntax, it looks like this. So we have this switch keyword. Inside the bracket we just write the variable name. It can be any variable that we want to check, and we want to check their value, different values in the cases. And after that we have this curly bracket. In the curly bracket we have this case and then this value 1. So this value 1 is actually uh, the value against we want this to check, and then that code is executed. After that we stop the code execution by this break keyword. So it will not check other cases, it will break the switch case statement and exit out. So that is the case. Then goes the next case. If this case doesn't match, then we have this second case that is matched. And if this doesn't match, then we have this break statement. Or if it matches, then we'll execute this code and then we'll exit out with this break statement. If none of the cases matches, then we have this default statement, which is kind of like else block we have. So it will execute this code which is after this default case. So if none of the cases match, then we can execute a default casing or default code that we want to execute. So let's see it with an example. You can see we have this new date dot get a day, which is similar to the earlier when we were learning about if else. We had this object and we were getting that directly. We are getting the day if the day is 0, which means the day is Sunday, right? So we can assign the day variable to Sunday. We can change the day variable value to Sunday, because case 0 means it is Sunday. And we can break the switch statement, so it will not check others, it will only leave here. So then if this doesn't match, then we can check the other case, which is 1. If the value of this statement or this switch variable, or it is not a variable right now, but it is checking in switch statement. So whatever the value we'll be getting here, so that is being checked in the cases. So if it is 0, then the value of this day variable will be Sunday. Otherwise it will check this one day Mondays. Similarly we have this statements. Otherwise we have this case 6. We don't have any default case here because we don't require any, because only we know that it will only return from 0 to 6. It will not return any other value, so we don't have default casing here. We can add our default casing, that is up to us, but in this case it isn't required. So the switch case statement differs from the if else statement in one important way. The switch statement executes line by line. It implies statement by statement. And once JavaScript finds a case clause that evaluates true, it not only executes the code corresponding to that clause, but also execute all the subsequent cases or case clauses till the end of the switch block automatically. So we don't have to, if you don't specify any, let's say if you don't specify any break, so it will constantly check this case 1 as well. So we have to specify case 1, or this break, sorry. So we have to specify this break if you want code execution to be stopped there. Otherwise it will keep checking that. In this case you can see multiple cases are there, so we can also add multiple cases to check. So we can check if 1 2 3 4 5 is the case, so we can return this alert which is it is a weekday, and we can add a break so others are not executed after this. Or we can add 0 6, then it is a weekend, means Sunday and Saturday, and then we can alert this out, and we can also add break here so others not executed. In this case you can see default is there. We can use alert enjoy every day of your life. This is the default case. So whatever, like if none of the cases matches, then only this code will execute. So this is how we can check multiple cases in this. So basically we don't add any break statement between them, we just write cases what we want to check at common, and then after that we specify the common execution code that we want after when any of this is matched. So any of this is matched, then only this will be actually executed. So this is the case basically. So this is the end of the slide. I hope you got something. In the next video we'll be doing that practically, so let's meet in the another one. Thank you for watching.